Hi, Shabbat Shalom everyone. I'm going to continue the series of this awesome Daf Yomi daily tidbit over here. It is Erev Shabbat Parshat Lech Lecha, and here's some scenes in Israel of the city of Bet Shemesh. Some of the Shabbat shopping, everyone, it's busy, it's buzzing here, and what better place to share over some words within regards to the Daily Daf Yomi when Kiddushin on Ayin Zayin, that is page 77 respectively, of this phenomenal daf. And we're talking all about priests in today's daf. Priests. What is a priest in Hebrew called? It is called a Kohen. There is. So we're going to talk about, make a distinction between Kohanim, the priests, and the Kohen Gadol, who is a high priest respectively, which is we're talking about in today's daf. So we're talking about who are they permitted to get married. We're talking in this tractate all within regards to marriages. People obviously got married. It's like an encyclopedia within regards to marriage, all this tractate of the Gemara that we are learning. So friends, what's going on in today's stuff? So we're talking about a Kohen. Who is he allowed to get married? You know, especially if someone is becoming a Kohen, is looking to get married, especially someone that's religious and gone to yeshiva. Sometimes it's a bit more challenging to find a partner in the shidduchim process, from what I have heard from different Kohanim also, because they are limited somehow to who they could get married to. For example, a Kohen, a priest, someone coming from the Kohanic line, is not going to be allowed to marry a Chalala. This is a woman that was born from a Kohen who was in a relationship he wasn't allowed to marry. It could have been the Kohen, someone that was a Kohen married a Gerusha, someone divorced. A Kohen also is not allowed to marry someone that is divorced also, and is not allowed to marry someone called the Zonah. And what is a Zonah over here? It's called a harlot. However, it's someone that had been, let's just say, sleeping around, and so that a woman that's been sleeping around, that would be a problem for a Kohen, a priest, to marry also. So they've got limitations to it. How is this the case within regards to a high priest, a Kohen Gadol? So they've got those limitations, and a high priest, a Kohen Gadol, is not going to be allowed to marry also an almana, a widow also. So there's an added restriction also. So a question that is arising in today's page in the Gemara is, what if a Kohen Gadol gets married and 3 times, let's just say, to 3 different widows over here? How many is he over? 3 transgressions, 3 aveirot over here, or would he be over 1 aveirah? So apparently, if he does this multiple times, the person might have questioned and said, no, he's got 3 punishments here because he's done this 3 separate times. However, no. Since it was, according to the Gemara, there's a strong opinion that says, because it's the same transgression that Kohen would have done, the Kohen Gadol, the high priest, would have done by marrying 3 times a different almana. Since he's already done the transgression once, he's only culpable once to it, according to this opinion. But it's very, very interesting. So today's a page where we're talking all about Kohanim, high priests, and also a Kohen Gadol in today's daily Daf Yomi tidbit. One thing I'll add, this week it's Parshat Lech Lecha, the Shabbat. It's obviously the Parsha where we are introduced really to Abraham. He was born actually in last week's Parsha, but Avraham Avinu, the greatness, we see the great kindness, how he persuaded people to follow Hashem, to eradicate all the idol worship that was going on. And he is rewarded and told over in this week's Parsha that he is going to become a great nation. Nations are going to come out of him with the Brit Ben HaPetarim, and that land of Israel is Am Yisrael's also, which very much we are walking on today, and where I am speaking live. And not just that, he actually gets a mitzvah of Brit Milah. We see the Mesirat Nefesh of his. He will have the Brit Milah at the age of 99. We are learned over. Remember, and we'll see at the start of next week's Parsha, in Parshat Vayera, that he's going to yearn so much for guests to come. And even after his 3 days after the Brit, which he's in extortionating pain, remember he's a 99-year-old at that stage in time, he would still yearn so much for guests, he would actually run after them and just find them. So we see this, the greatness of Avraham Avinu, the 10 tests he withholds, and the great nature of him. I'll just leave you with some scenes here, just waiting for the bus at the moment. Some pictures of the streets in Bet Shemesh here in Israel, very quiet. We didn't have any sirens today. Thank God you could hear noise going on in the background. Sometimes, especially late at night at the moment. There's a lot of synagogues over here right behind me. Here there's a men's mikveh, also a ritual bath, also over here. And there was meant to be elections, as you can see behind me. There's posters for it, but that's obviously been called off for a good few months because of the situation. So guys, Shabbat Shalom, and have a fantastic day, fantastic Shabbat, and let's try and do more for Am Yisrael this Shabbat.